Hey my hypelings, HMK here once again. How y'all doing today with another Zelda Breath of the Wild video. We're going to discuss another topic considering our boy, our sword, the Master Sword. But first and foremost, I gotta get my plug out the way. We are less than 1,000 subscribers away to 100k, 99k hit. Guys, thank you so much for all the support. If we hit 100k before March, I'm giving away a Nintendo Switch. And be sure to enter my existing Breath of the Wild giveaway. Everything you need to know is in the description box below. That being said, this video does contain a slight bit of spoilers, like very low spoilers, and that is in the interview with Shigeru Miyamoto and Aji Onuma conducted by Game Informer. They said there are no invincible weapons, and they were asked, can the Master Sword break? It's a secret. And we've been asking this question for the longest because you know, we do know that swords, weapons, everything can break in Breath of the Wild. And of course, the Master Sword is there, and we were all asking, can we break the Master Sword? Can we even throw the Master Sword off a cliff? Because you know, you can throw weapons off a cliff, and then you're like, so when does it come back? And like, it doesn't come back. There's a story about that, by the way. So, is the Master Sword breakable in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? Yes and no. This is a theory, by the way. This is not confirmed or anything. So the way I think the Master Sword is going to work in Breath of the Wild is that we do know, and it's on the cover, and at one point the Master Sword gets all beat up, rusted, chipped, nasty, you know, nasty, just unusable at its point. And then it gets plunged into a pedestal before the Great Deku Tree. But at one point, we do see that the Master Sword is all nice and pristine at one point. Now, I already made a video on how we can restore the Master Sword from its broken self to its nice pristine self, and I theorize that we use Spirit Orbs. There's a video on that. I'm going to leave it in the end slate after this video. But can the sword break when you use it, and what will happen? I don't think it's going to break. What I think is that the best way for me to explain this is that, yeah, I can use this. When you get the Master Sword, this is what I believe. When you get the Master Sword, it's going to be all nice and pristine and clean. But that form is actually a shell when you get it. When you get it, it's all nice, protected, and you're usable. However, it will have a life bar just like any other weapon, right? And then it was like, oh, the Master Sword is nearing the end of its life cycle. You're using it way too much, and when you use it too much, the life goes down, and when it finally goes down all the way, then the Master Sword, the nice looking Master Sword, its shell breaks off, and then it becomes the old, rugged, rusted looking Master Sword that we see on the cover and that we see in the logo. So basically, like, you know, you're slashing with the Master Sword, you're like, ha, 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 and then it takes way too much damage, and then, psh, like, it just shatters. But it doesn't shatter completely, like, the sword still stays intact, but you see all the nasty rust and stuff like you can see here in this picture, right? So it goes from this to that when you use it too much. And then in that state, it's unusable. It's not going to let you use it because it's useless at that point. You know, it's all chipped and rusted. You can't cut things with that. Even though there is, you know, rusted claymores and rusted traveler's sword. That's a different story. But it'll get rusted to the point where you can't use it. And then it will have a type of refill meter, a type of cooldown meter, where it heals up, but during that time you can't use it. Like, kind of like how when you get jinxed in Majora's Mask. So you won't be able to use the Master Sword until it gets fully healed, and it'll have its own recharge meter. You know, like, it'll heal itself. And in that time, you can't use the Master Sword, you gotta use other weapons, and then when it's finally up and great, you can use it again. Yeah, until it gets fucked up again, and then you use it again. That'll be a great way to balance out the usage of other weapons, because we were talking about this, me and my friends were talking about this, that if at the point when you get the Master Sword, and if it is invincible, then it renders every other weapon useless, because it's probably going to have an attack strength of like 50 or some shit, right? And why use any other weapon when you can use the Master Sword? That'll make everything else useless. So that'll be a great way to use. Like, you can use it, it's strong as fuck, and it has a large lifespan, but if it reaches the breaking point, you know, it gets fucked up again, and then you're going to have to wait for it to heal on itself, and then you can use it again once it's fully restored. So that'll be a great way to balance it out. You know, it'll give players an option to use this powerful sword, but then it's like, hey, watch out. You know, if it messes up, you won't be able to use it for like a while, maybe an hour or some shit. I don't know. It probably won't be an hour, maybe 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes. Maybe, yeah, maybe an hour. So that's what I believe a great way to balance out the Master Sword's power with all the other weapons that we see in Breath of the Wild. Let me know what you think of this theory in the comment section below. How do you think the Master Sword is going to work in Breath of the Wild? Do you think it's going to be invincible? Do you think it's going to be unbreakable? Do you think it's going to have some sort of cooldown factor? Do you think it can get messed up again? Let me know in the comment section below. And guys, be sure to subscribe to HMK. We're almost at 100k, less than 1,000 to go. And be sure to enter my Breath of the Wild giveaway. Everything you need to know, description box below. So guys, until the next Zelda video, I've been HMK. And I'll check you guys later.